What up, fam? Welcome to Live For You, the YouTube channel, and specifically my real estate journey. It's me, Realtor Larry. Welcome to another episode of my real estate journey. You guys know that this is a playlist on my YouTube channel because I want you guys to follow me through this learning real estate, working as a realtor / real estate agent. Same thing except realtors, you know, guys, by designation with the National Association of Realtors. And just, working through some of the things that I've been going through. Hopefully you've been following me through this journey and you've been getting something beneficial, if not just encouragement, if you're a burgeoning realtor or a burgeoning real estate agent from this channel. If you want to know more about me, actually you can go to www.larrysmith.realtor. You can also email me at lawrencesmith@kw.com. I'm with Keller Williams, short line. And I also, if you want to, you can reach out to me on social media, on Instagram at Realtor Larry Smith. I'm also on Facebook at Realtor Larry Smith. And so there's many places you can reach out to me. If you're looking to sell, buy a house, rent a property, looking for land, just let me know. We can work it out. I want business. I would like to have business. And so if you're in the market in any capacity, the market's pretty hot right now, and it's actually a great time to get engaged in it. So go ahead and get engaged. Interest rates are low, so I would just get engaged in the market if you have the ability, the financial backing and everything, credit worthiness and everything you need to get into the market, or just the straight up capital, cash to pay for what you want. Contact me at Realtor Larry Smith and we can hook that up. Anyway, I wanted to get on here and kind of talk about where I'm at now. Last time I was here, I was talking about my client, and I was talking about my first client, by the way. I was talking about my client and working with him, and also figuring out through certain amounts what he was approved for, and how to be able to be mutable or malleable and able to be negotiable, if that's even a word, to try to figure out something that is going to benefit what they have, what they qualify for, what they need, and what they want, right? And so you have to be able to do that. But then other things come up, right? You get the dreaded conversation with the client that, you connected with the lender, and then you get the conversation, I don't feel comfortable giving all my information to this lender as it relates to credit and credit scores, and to my bank information, and to my job information, and to all. I don't feel comfortable. And I can sympathize with that. I can really sympathize and empathize with that. I empathize with it because I've been the victim of credit scams, or I've been the victim of banks, people taking advantage of my bank information and my credit information and utilizing my name and my social and stuff for things I didn't do. And I can sympathize because it's a time period in which people are prone to do that for whatever reason, right? People are prone to try to misuse your information in a compromised way that might hurt you in the long run. So I totally understand when my client says, I don't feel comfortable giving my information to this third party who I don't know, and during the time of the pandemic, never even got a chance to shake his hand and look him in the eye, right? Because right now, everything's done via email and via Zoom and things like that. So what I would like to do as the agent is work as the mediary. And my advice to my client was that you don't have to go with this alone. You don't have to deal with this by yourself. I wouldn't put you in any circumstance that I wouldn't put myself in. I am your fiduciary. Now, I didn't say fiduciary to him, but those of you who have taken the real estate classes and those of you who have been realtors for many years, you know that as the realtor, you have a fiduciary relationship with your clients. Whether it's the buyer or the seller, you're obligated to them. In so many words, you work for them, but fiduciary is a little bit deeper. It means you have an obligation to protect them and to protect their interest as much as you can possibly do within legal means. And so therefore, as a fiduciary of that client, of my client, I don't want to put him exposed to something, whether it is buying a property that is not up to standards or up to par, or that's going to be economically unreasonable for him, or that's going to put him in any type of disadvantage, and whether it's getting him tied up in a predatory lending situation or some kind of scam or whatever. So I have an obligation to protect my client. And I take that very seriously, and I think as an agent, you should take that very seriously, because you're working with somebody on making a very important decision in their life, period. And so because of that, it is important that you figure out a way to make it as comfortable and convenient as it can possibly be for that client. So like I said, I took that when I was confronted with that by my client, it wasn't a shock. I wasn't upset. I wasn't angry. My immediate go-to was to get into a state of being able to reassure my client that I got you. Reassure my client that I'm going to take care of you. Right. And so I started thinking of different things. I explained to him that this person who's the lender is affiliated with my broker, and they wouldn't have chosen him if they hadn't vetted him out, first of all, in that regards. But then two, he has legal federal obligations and federal things that prevents him from doing certain things that are unsavory and illegal. And so he's federally regulated. And then on top of that, he's state regulated, and he's regulated through the National Association of Realtors and many other things in order to even keep his mortgagor license, or in order to keep himself able to be a lender. There are certain regulations that he has to abide by just because. That is the way it is. So I made sure that was clear. But then I started thinking of other ways. Like I wanted them to develop a communication, so I let them swap information, and so that they can start to build a rapport amongst each other, at least via email, as much as possible that they can now. But what I would also, and I've been thinking about this and figuring out sometime next week to plan it, what I would also like to do is get a Zoom conference with all three of us on the line, so that we all are face to face working with one another, and we're able to have dialogue and communicate the steps of where we're going and get on the same page. See, like I said, right now during the pandemic time, El Pandemico, we can't meet face to face. We can't shake hands. We're elbowing things, and we're giving shout outs, we're sending letters, and we're emailing and Zooming. And so a way to do it during this time is to probably get a Zoom conference between the three of us, set that up as the agent, taking the reins of that, and that we're able to have a conversation around where we need to go next and what we need to do, so we can build rapport and build trust. I know my client because I've worked with my client, as far as a coworker, and I've known him for a few years. So he has a trust for me. But bringing a third person into this equation, I can completely understand how that trust for that person might not be there. And knowing all of the background information of my client, obviously, clearly, there's other things that I can understand why he would be where he is. And so my job as the agent, it will be your job as the agent, is to try to help be the middle ground. Take the lead on being that intermediary of hearing both sides of it, from the lender and from your client. And also take the leadership of being that comfort to your client, knowing I'm not leaving you. That was one of the conversations we had at the very beginning. I'm not just going to put you out with somebody and not be there. I will be there with you step by step by step along the way. That is my promise to you as my client, but for me, more importantly, as my friend. It would not be friend-like, and we're friends, it would not be friend-like of me to just toss you off to somebody else just to get a commission. For me, the commission is not important. Getting my client/friend into the home that they want at this moment is my mission. And the benefit of it is a commission, right? Who wouldn't want that? But we have to be honest that of why and how and what we're doing this for. So I think it's important what I'm learning, because like I said, this is my first client. So what I am learning is that you have to be able to build trust, whether it's with someone you know or with a client that you've gotten from other means. You have to let them know and make them comfortable, but also confident. Try to get it out, it wouldn't come out. comfortable and confident in your ability to stay with them and your ability to work on their behalf. That is why you are there. You're there to work on their behalf. And I think a lot of times when we take the classes and we're studying the stuff, it doesn't bring that point home enough for me. It doesn't bring the point home enough that you have to be there for them as though you're the cushion that they're going to fall on, that they're going to land on in a safe and soft place. And so I think it's super important that you make yourself that person and that you let your client, your friend, the person you're caring about and that you have a fiduciary relationship with know that I got you. And I'm not going to put you in anything I wouldn't put anybody I love or myself in that situation. And so I kind of was glad that that came up because see, I'm the type of person, you guys, hopefully you've gotten that from these videos. I'm the type of person that learns from the experiences that I'm having. So each experience teaches me something that I can go to make my interactions and make my skill set a little bit better. And the reason why I like that is because my job is to grow. You know, yes, I'm a part-time realtor because I have other things going, but at the end of the day, part-time doesn't mean part skill. Part-time doesn't mean part ability. Part-time just means I do it part-time, but to the max of the ability that I can do. That's why I take classes and take these courses and do all the things in real estate just like I would do anything else, because I want to be great at it. You know, I want to be great at it. That's the whole point. And so learning through this experience of having my first client, I'm learning quite a bit. And my hope is that one day we are selling. We've done the sale and that we've closed the deal and my client goes into his home that he purchased, that he owns and that he has a mortgage on, and that is his, and he can say he's had his first purchase and I'm forever cemented in the experience of him purchasing his first home. So like I said, I'm glad for the experience of dealing with different aspects of it. So that should be a lesson. Don't see anything as an obstacle. It's an opportunity for you to grow and expand your awareness on a subject. And it's also an opportunity for you to grow as a person and realize why you're doing it and who you're doing it for. So me getting that stop as a realtor didn't deter me. It just let me know that I just have to do more to make my client feel as though I got him. Because trust me, I got him. My fiduciary agreement goes long beyond just the simple National Association of Realtors requirements. Anyway, that's it. Hopefully you're still following me on this journey. Remember, if you want to contact with me or learn more about me, you can go to www.larrysmith.realtor. You can also email me at lawrencesmith@kw.com. You can also follow me on social media at Realtor Larry Smith on both Instagram and on Facebook. Subscribe to the channel. The channel is full of other information. My realtor's real estate journey is just one component of what's going on in my life. But if you want some entertainment stuff, there's entertainment videos on there about different TV shows and other things. There's social commentary. I'm also a certified life and spiritual coach, and so you can go and get some life coaching stuff. There's a lot. Living for You is a holistic channel that epitomizes both economics, both mental, spiritual, physical, entertainment, fun, comical. There's all kinds of things here. So this is not just a channel for real estate, and hopefully you're enjoying all the other stuff. So in order to do that, you gotta subscribe to the channel, like the videos, all that other stuff. I love you, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video on my real estate journey.